Okay, Brent, the head gardener from Blue Duck Gardens here. Today I'm talking about Tradescantia. One of its common names is Wandering Willie. It has others which you can look up yourself. Okay, it's a South American rainforest plant that somehow does really well in New Zealand conditions. It's like just about every garden that I come across has got it hiding away somewhere. There's a little bit there. It's a magnificent plant, I think. Grows at a rate of knots. If you break off a little bit, and if I was to put that on the ground and just leave it there, there's a reasonable chance that it will root and a new plant will establish itself. It's one of the reasons it's really hard to get rid of. You can spray it and it doesn't go away. It grows back. I found this stuff down here because my dog had a pink snout, and I was wondering why, and I realised that she'd been sniffing around in the Tradescantia that grows under here, and it had irritated her sensitive skin, so it's something to keep your dogs away from. Right, to get it out, good old rake. Just rake it on out, you see. Now, after that is where it gets a bit more difficult. You've got to get in and do some detail weeding. So get right down in amongst it. Start to pull out every little bit you can find. See, there's a root there, there's a root there. You can see why if you don't get all of it, it's just going to grow straight back. Now, I like detail weeding. I can do it for hours. I find it quite a meditative, calming practice. Not everybody has the time or the desire to do that. So, other ways to get rid of it. Well, at my place, I put down a load of weed mat over the top of it after raking up masses of it, then put compost and mulch over it to a layer about that thick. Now, after a year I checked, it's still under there and pops up whenever there's a hint of daylight, but basically it's not such a huge problem anymore. What is a problem, and this is one that I created for myself, using weed mat. I don't like it. I don't know what I was thinking when I put it down, because it forms a barrier between the soil underneath and all the biology and fungal activity and everything that's going on down there, and the new soil that I'm trying to establish above it. So it's far from ideal using weed mat. What I'm doing now is every time I plant a new plant, I dig a big hole, rip out heaps of weed mat, put lots of good stuff back in, and then plant the plant back on top of it. I've also heard people putting down a layer of chicken manure over the top of it, compost on top of that, mulch on top of that, and I think what happens is the chicken manure burns away the Tradescantia. Anyway, that's anecdotally, that's true apparently. So again, you know, maybe on most gardens, just a big thick layer of compost, mulch. Every time you see something a little bit poke its head up, pull it out. As long as you're diligent, after all the Tradescantia will be gone and a problem no more.